Okay, everybody, this is my model 1950 or M50 Columbian Mauser, and it is based on the K98 rifle, and a lot of the features are K98 design. It has the 24-inch barrel. These were produced obviously after World War II, and it is a Colombian gun. It was made for Colombia by Fabrique Nationale, and typical of these is the crest is partially ground off or worn off or what have you, and the Fabrique Nationale mark is still on here, and they are stamped 30 caliber right here. It just says .30. So I'm going to try. Can you hear out there? I'm going to try this gun. I did find that these bullets that I made for the Madsen rifle will actually chamber, so I'm a big fat liar. I thought they'd be a little long, but they do chamber. Now, I don't go down the magazine well, but I'm going to try them. So these are the 174 grain hollow point boattails, and it's mixed head stamp brass. I'm using IMR 4895 at 45.5 grains and a CCI large rifle primer. So, that's the first thing. This will go in the magazine. One did. Two did. Three did. They slide in there fine. Four did. And five. I just barely made it in the magazine. So I'm going to switch to my other glasses, and I'm going to shoot at the 6 o'clock position on the target. I don't know where this is going to shoot, because originally I had a scope on this, and it was a scope mount, so it was up here with this was removed. So right now I'm set at the lowest elevation, and I fully expect yards for this thing to shoot high. I am completely surprised that they actually chambered. So, okay. Let's try it. I wouldn't be surprised if windage was off. I hope I'm on the paper so I can see where it's hitting. I haven't had this gun out in a while. Very smooth bolt. Trigger pull is awesome. This has always been one of my favorite firearms, actually. It was my deer rifle. Okay. Let's see where the holes are. Wow. Yeah, that's better than the Madsen. Again, it's really, yeah, a tighter group. Not spectacular, but it is definitely tighter group than the Madsen. So it's shooting really, really high. But again, that's to be expected at 50 yards when I think the minimum distance on this is 300 meters, if I remember right. These glasses are for shooting, reading. 200 meters. And yeah, so the windage is far off, actually. Just off just a tad. Wish I could take you down there and show you right now, but I can't. What I need to do is put up another paper so that it covers the previous shots, and then show you better how it's doing. Alright, I'm getting a little better group, but with all the holes in there, I'm going to have to prove that to you, but I'll show you what I see, and then I'll put up another paper, and we can repeat what happened, because I put up another paper to cover all the holes from my previous shots. Okay, there's my group right there. These are all the Madsen. My aim point is right here. So I'm going to put up another target right here to cover all that and continue to aim down here. So I got another target to cover up all my bullet holes. I'll aim in the same place because I'm basically just testing these hollow points, 175 grain, to see how they work. I didn't really expect them to work in this gun, but they do. So that's a plus. Okay. Save my breath. Okay, I want to take a peek. Yeah, same place. Yep. Yeah, this gun likes them better than Madsen does. I can't tell you why. Again, very smooth bolt on this one. Very, very smooth. Barrels get hot. I got heat mirage going on. And they're all in the same place. Yeah. So, yeah, that's good to know. I had no intention of shooting these bullets in this gun today. I actually brought some old hunting loads. Just get rid of them, shoot them, because they've been loaded for a couple of years now, several years actually. Now I just thought I'd shoot and get rid of them. But before I do that, I need to show you that this load works pretty decent in this gun. 175 grain hollow point boat tail, PCI large rifle primer, 45.5 grains of IMR 4895, which is close to the start load in the manual, in the Lee manual, and a CCI large rifle primer, mixed head stamps as far as brass goes. So, yeah. All right. Let's see if this thing will pause. It seems like it just shuts it off rather than pause it, but whatever. Let's see what it does here. Okay, so model 1950 Columbian Mauser, shooting 174 grain hollow point boat tails at 50 yards. And it does a lot better than the Matson did. Alright, there's right there, and my endpoint's here, but that's a pretty decent group. Actually got some touching. That's a good load for the model 1950 at 50 yards. That's, if you were deer hunting, that'd be a good load at 50 yards. And in Indiana, you don't really get a lot of long shots. A lot of times people hunt in a wooded area, and most of your shots are going to be 50 yards or less. At least that's been my experience. Okay, I got them marked. So we'll go HPBT. All right. Just mark them, leave them, and shoot something else in the model 1950. Well, next, I'd like to try these SST'S, and let me see if I can dig up the load data for that. There's a 175 grain Hornady bullet. These are factory seconds. And I'm using an IMR 4451 at 49.6 grains. And the overall length is 2 inches, 660 thousandths. So they were really actually made for my 1903 Springfield. So I don't know how they'll work in here, but let's give them a shot, or two, or three, etc. I've had a lot of success with the SST'S in various firearms. Let's see if they work in the old model 1950. All right. I gotta switch glasses. Sorry, folks. It's just, I can't handle the fuzzy sights. It drives me nuts. Okay. And that's 5. Okay. So, if they hit in the same place as my 175 grain bullets did, I'm not going to be able to tell much. So, yeah, and they actually did. They're in the same place. Very interesting. Kind of hard to get a group when you're hitting in the same spot. Well, tell you what, I'm going to bring my elevation. I'm going to aim in a different spot and see how that does. But it's weird that they hit in the same place, don't you think? I don't know. It's a lighter bullet, 10 grains lighter, different powder. So now what I'll try and do is I'll aim right at the bullseye. It should bring my elevation up. I've got quite a heat mirage going on here. Let the barrel cool off. Like I said, there's quite a heat mirage going on. Okay. Now that brought the elevation up. That's pretty much the same performance as the 175 grain bullets. Let me run a few more. My pad over to my elbow. This barrel's very hot. Gosh. All right, that's 5. This gun is very hot. Yeah, that's a very nice group. All right, I'm going to let this rifle cool off, and then I'll take you down range and show you what the SST'S did. Okay, second round downrange, model 1950, SST'S, 165 grain bullet. All right, first my shots, my point aim was here, and they were hitting in the exact same place that the hollow points boat tails were. So I moved my point aim to here, and then brought this up to here to where you can see the group. So this is the SST'S, and that's really nice, very nice group. Loves those. Pretty close in comparison to the hollow points, but it's kind of hard to tell now because the SST's hit in the exact same place. Yeah, that's cool. Well, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot any more of those or not. So, yeah. Go back down here. I don't remember trying the SST'S in the Madsen. Yeah, if I did, I don't remember. Might try them in the Madsen. I don't think they work very well. Yeah, I'll do that another time. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll stop with that. All right, there's the gun.